this morning there's going to be a breakfast that we're going to go to, and we're going to have our governor here for the first time, and we're expecting to get marching orders from him and for him to rally the troops. The Cuomos represent a sort of political dynasty in New York.
Probably some of the political icons in America.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and honor to introduce to you Governor Andrew Cuomo.
And Andrew Cuomo has inherited all the rhetorical skills of his father.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, New York delegates.
I think Andrew probably will highlight the themes of the week, diversity in the Democratic Party, economic resurgence.
Frankly, it is absurd that the people, the party that created the problem, now want to present themselves as the solver of the problem to the American people. The second thing they say is, well, we have to reduce taxes on the wealthiest Americans. Why? Because then we will unleash the American entrepreneurial spirit. That great spirit they talk about all the time. The mystic, the American spirit will come out, and the American spirit will make everything okay.
He really rallied us up. I think emphasized a lot of the progressive, good government choices that we have.
We're going to go to this nation, and we're going to say, do you believe in the politics of inclusion? Do you believe in fairness for all? Do you believe that the opportunity for all that this nation was founded on is still alive and well? And our answer is yes. We're going to go to this nation.
I think there are a lot of, potential candidates now. But we got a president to elect right now. I'm not thinking about, 4 years from now. We got our work to do right now.
I would love to see Andrew Cuomo throw his hat in the ring. It's a little early yet. He's got 2014 for a re-election bid for governor, and I certainly hope he does and will, but I certainly would be a strong supporter of Andrew Cuomo in 2016.
That when I invest in your child's education, I am investing in my child's education.
And if we don't win this race, the country's going to be in such a mess that, people are not going to want to go into politics in 4 years, it seems to me. So we got to concentrate on this one.
Are you proud to be New Yorkers? Are you proud of the New York tradition? Are you proud of what we're doing in New York? Are we going to bring New York home for the next president of the United States, Barack Obama? Thank you, and God bless you.
People to take his measure is something that feels very uncomfortable.
But who's he really fooling about not being here every day? I mean, everyone knows he wants to be president next time or the nominee next time. Am I wrong here?
Well, every story that you read about the future sort of generation of leaders includes Cuomo. The other people who are talked about in the same way are aware of him. So it is, there's a little bit of silliness and foolishness, as you say.
I mean, he's loving the attention when people write about, will you run for president?
Yes, I mean, it's sort of similar to Chris Christie in that way, like, don't ask me again, wait, do you want to ask me? But with him, it's particular in that, again, he had his father who went through this particular experience. Right. He comes from New York. He feels like New York is important enough of a perch that he doesn't have to do what O'Malley, for example,
right, but his father was agonizing and agonizing for years. It doesn't seem from what you've told me, from what sources say, that he's really agonizing about a run for the White House.
Right now, he's just agonizing about what he should signal and whether he should do things like appear at the California breakfast.
Right.
I mean, remember, he spoke to the convention in 2000.
Right.
He spoke in 2008. It's just this moment where he's very kind of anxious about how to appear and how to navigate.
Is there
this.
a danger here of overthinking? It looked like from that breakfast this morning, he sounded like he could have been on the podium right
That's
here.
a really good point. There was a strange incongruity because he essentially almost set up like a Cuomo convention on the outskirts of Charlotte, and he gives a speech that was a very nationally themed speech, with the balloons and the red, white, and blue bunting, but he's doing it to 400 New York delegates in the local press corps rather than addressing what would be more natural, which is the Democratic Party television.
Now, do you think if his fellow New Yorker were speaking at this convention, Hillary Clinton, who can't because she's Secretary of State, if she were speaking here this week, do you think he might have been more tempted to appear?
That's an interesting question. I think whenever you talk about New York and the future, it's hard to talk about Cuomo's career path without acknowledging the affection and stature that Hillary has, certainly the loyalty of the New York delegation, and obviously the admiration of the party more generally. You saw the poll that came out this week. 68% of delegates, according to a Bloomberg poll, prefer Hillary. Nobody comes close. Nobody else in double digits. So that's a real reality. That's something he would run into.
And what's your sense of their personal relationship?
I think, interestingly enough, Andrew Cuomo feels close to Bill Clinton. He worked for him in the administration. I think he identifies with him politically, perhaps even more than he identifies with his father. He thinks of the skills that Clinton has as skills similar to what he has. So I think the relationship, as far as the Clinton family goes, with Andrew is really Bill, less than Hillary.
Okay. And before we go, you're Metro editor of the New York Times. The Cuomos are known for picking up the phone and calling editors at the New York Times. How often do you hear from the governor complaining about coverage?
My voicemail's probably full right now. He is a frequent frequent presence in the lives of those who cover him. He has a lot of opinions about coverage, and he's not afraid to share them.
Thank you, Carolyn.